be sure that you know it's gonna lag. The servers are gonna lag until they expand it or people stop playing it. Not to say we don't want to play, but it's a solo. I mean, you can't really do much. So I mean, it's gonna lag though. We have a new person, Lenny
Oh,
Cumberringo.
someone trying to join the call.
Who is that? I wonder.
I don't know.
Lenny, did you say something in chat? It'd be awesome for us, please. Well, you want to get right to the shout outs and some love?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, let's do it.
Look over here. It's me. Thanks, Yogi. Shout outs and love. Would love to give shout outs to
Okay.
everybody and anybody that comes up. It's in Twitch in chat. Okay, that's me. You know that person? Look over here, it's me. Anyway, shout outs and love. We are back. We have made it. Give me a second there, look over. We made it back to the allgames.com top 15 last week, guys. Awesome. We're gonna go for the top 10. So you guys vote, give us shout outs. Not shout outs, but you guys let us, help us out. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up. It helps. You guys have no idea. We make it to the top 10. That's a goal for us. Make it to the top 10 on all games. All games is fairly busy. So to make it to the top 10 is pretty good for us. Any Twitch streamers out there? We're going to do
Yeah,
some more Twitch raids.
yeah. If you guys are in the chat and you stream on Twitch, let us know. We'll pimp you out too. We already got Theater Jeff and whoever else, you know. Now, Cupcake made a good point about Chris Max Ramis, that her only problem was the fact that there was an issue with diversity in the boss battles. Basically, that it felt like everyone was running the same kind of deck, but the only thing that changed was the boss power. And I did notice that there were some key cards that changed around a little bit, or maybe it was that they didn't get to draw some of the cards or play some of the cards. But you know, I think for what it is, how much it's worth, how much it costs, I think you get your money's worth, and the rewards warrant the time investment. And I felt like it made me start thinking about different kind of mechanics and different ways of building decks a little bit. So definitely worth it.
Wrong bottle.
You bitter beer face?
I thought I was grabbing a bottle of water. And I
Okay.
just took a big old drink and it was a liquor.
Oh, yummy. But we've been doing some Twitch raids. We've hit up Janelle number 5, as Obi said, Monalicious. I'm Too Asian, Obizianka, I Am Dreamwing, Turtle Maw, who's also supported our channels, and a bunch of other people. So we'll be doing some formal Twitch raids, and let's coordinate them through the forums. You know, if you have people, if you stream, or if you have people you want us to raid, put it in there. We'll get like a little rotation going and try to keep people on a watch list. So when we're not streaming and we're not, or you know, maybe even when you're busy, if you're busy, that might be the best time to join someone's channel. You know, go in there and say, hey, Geeky Antics raid, or blah, so and so sent me, and then you can leave it running in the background on your computer or your smartphone, and then do whatever you need to do, because that helps. You know, having that viewer count, even if you're not completely active, you know, it helps people out. It's just a snowball in a good way.
All right, while you're talking still, I'm gonna grab the caller into the call real quick. I'll be
All
right
right.
back. You can just go ahead and keep going.
Anything can happen, guys. So get ready. But Peter Jeff says I can hear Kate getting pissed about calling Fearlina a spider. She wasn't a spider. She was humanoid, wasn't she? Yes, the geekyantics.net forums.
Fairlina was like Elise.
Was she? Did she have a?
She's a humanoid spider.
Ah, yeah. See, I never got that big into WoW, so I mean, I was big into Warcraft universe, but WoW was where I drew the line. I played a little bit, and I was like, nah, for me.
wait, there arachnid quarter. Okay, and next you have a Rubicon, which is the spider. It had two giant spiders that did debuffs, and then you had the twins. Um, let's see, the final boss in the arachnid quarter. That was a Rubicon. So I mean, no, that was. I don't even know, dude. I know no. The second boss, she was a humanoid in actual in Naxxramas. She was a humanoid in the Spider Wing. The third boss was an actual big ass freaking like Black Widow. Oh, shit, what the hell are you doing?
I'm taking a picture of Blue. She's doing something really cute, and I'm gonna put
Oh,
it on Twitter.
she's
I'm
doing
like,
something. She's doing something really cute, guys.
she just put herself inside of a bag.
Wow. Anyway, while Yogi is doing that, I'm gonna get look over. It's me in the call, and we're gonna get right on to our feature here. Yogi, would you like to start that feature, good sir?
So yeah, this is a rant more than anything. There's not really any structure to this, so it'll be good to get some callers in on this and some Twitch chat involvement. And Jeff, I'm sending you the permits. But this feature is called the Salt, the Troll, and the Throws. And this is you know, there's a few things that I've taken issue with, particularly, but I don't know how Obi feels about it. But I'm kind of tired of people being so salty online, particularly in MOBAs and online games in period. You know, two things that have been annoying me this week in particular is people using the word throw incorrectly, and people just being really bitter and caustic.
Very bitter and caustic. I do want to introduce to the show. We have. I'm just going to use Lenny, which is look over here. It's me in chat, and Matthew J. Welcome to the show, guys. We found our grandpa.
We found out Grandpa.
Lenny, how you doing, man?
Good. You?
Pretty good. Talk? Yeah?
You got quiet.
Hello?
Hello. So this is my thing. Obi, one of the issues I have. You guys could chime in on this too, but I hate when you're playing a match in a MOBA or any online game that has a surrendering option, and people want to surrender in the moment it isn't going completely perfect. And this is my thing, especially in a MOBA, but this applies to a lot of games, but especially in a MOBA. It could be anyone's game unless you have people that are feeding or really throwing the game. And to me, a throw is someone that isn't trying or is purposely kind of just giving up. They're kind of playing willy-nilly, and you could tell that they don't care because they're just like, you tell them, hey, let's stick the group to the other thing. Nah, I'm just gonna go over here and do what I want. Like, that's a throw to me, you know. Someone that just isn't playing that well but is really trying. That's not throwing. And but you know.
Well,
we
no,
played a
like,
few games, Obi. I know before you come
we
on that
get it.
part, but we played a few games where everybody was like, "Oh, we lost this one." And what happened? I said no to the surrender. People were giving me shit, and then what happened? We won.
I voted no every time too, dude. That's why we had 2 no's.
I'm just saying. But everybody was like,
I wasn't gonna tell Eric that. Come on.
we lost this. Oh, Basco's too fed. Blah blah blah." And I'm like, yeah, but we have a better team comp for endgame. Like, here's the thing, like, were you gonna say something about the throw thing, Obi?
Well, with throws with me, okay, it's not the point that they're playing poorly. If somebody's playing poorly, they're just sucking. But if somebody is actually playing and then they all of a sudden instead of making the decision to kind of hold off and play as a group, they just go into the middle of 5 people. That's throwing to me. Not just because you're making bad plays.
Yeah, and again, like, I wouldn't say someone walks into the rape bush, they face check the rape bush, and they honestly don't think that they're in there, and then they get ambush, that's not a throw. That's a bad play, but it's not a throw. Because it's not a purpose. Let me just go and face check. I think they're in here. It's just a bad play.
Yeah, but when some people starts talking about it, that throws are those bad plays that people just. Why would you go and face check a bush?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the same as anybody. Why would you even do that? If you're gonna do that, we know you're gonna go in, and you know for a fact that there's probably a ton of people in there, a whole team in there, if not, and they're ready to pick your ass up.
See, to me, that
Exactly.
when I think about throwing, like a throw, I think about what the background of that phrase is, right? Throwing the towel. That means you're giving up. Yeah, and you're just playing sloppily, or you just don't give a crap, right? So to me, that's what I look at is like, what's the person's intention? Are you in that person's head? Now, if they consistently make the same mistake, then you could pretty much safely assume they're throwing because, like, all right, you keep making the same mistake, fool me once kind of thing, So-
Right. Well, and that's if that's how you think about it, I mean, that's just how you are because, I mean, well, in general, me and Eric were talking about it the other day is that's just what kind of gamer you are. You play 100 different games, but you don't have the super competitive, I guess the competitive edge or the nerve or whatever you want to call it. You have that the edge that says, hey, I'm glad I'm playing and I know I can do good, but if it's to the point where nothing shit like that's not going to make you mad.
There's just no point in getting mad because this is the thing. People get mad, and you guys, let's discuss this. People get mad, and then they start flaming their team, right? Mm-hmm. What does that accomplish other than getting everybody more frustrated, they get more defensive? Then people start chatting, they're getting distracted, they're making worse plays, they get discouraged, the plays get worse, the flaming gets worse, then they play worse, and then how do you benefit? Now, if you take all those salty comments and make it to something constructive, it's like instead of saying singling out a single person, hey, let's group up. We're winning team battles, and long as we stick together, we can win the team battle. Let's just stick together. Hey, that was a good play. That was a smart play. Good job. If you start doing that, and people think it's like this rah-rah kumbaya stuff. It's not. But if you do things that are more constructive, people play better. People will live up to what you think of them. If you call someone a troll, you call them an asshole, you call them a noob, that's what they're going to become because they're like, well, screw you. I don't feel like, proving you wrong.
Excuse me?
Not a girl, maybe? Yes. Go ahead, Lenny.
What is the rape bush?
The rape bush is when people go into the fog of war and check it, and then they get attacked by a bunch of people in a game. It's not a real thing. That's what they call it. It's a little bit of a offensive
Would you like
term.
to come over to my rape bush?
I don't think people willingly want to go to the rape bush.
Matthew, what do you think about this, man? I mean, are you getting in on there on any mobiles like that? They're having problems with people just raging.
I used to play a lot, but I think what it comes down to is a lot of MOBA players are just a bunch of babies who need their diaper changed. I mean, towards the lower tier. That's really what it comes down to.
What kind of games do you play?
I used to play League a lot, a little bit of Dota, but I haven't played in a while because the community has just gotten so toxic. It's pretty disgusting.
You should come to Dawngate. There's no toxicity, really.
Except for like
happening. The game's happening so much that you don't even see the chat, dude.
Yeah, except for like 3 people that you'll see every now and then.
Not a girl.
Yeah, not a girl, and there's a few other ones, but not a girl's like the worst one. She's really salty. But in Dawngate, if you ignore people, it won't matchmake you with them. So.
Really?
Yeah.
I have to ignore her then.
If you ignore them, they won't matchmake with them. So you can give if you like MOBAs but you don't like the toxicity, then try out Dawngate because it's.
How does it differ from the other MOBAs?
I would say it's a lot more streamlined, like Smite. You know how Smite, the item building is very simplified, and it's a lot cleaner of an interface. You don't have to spend a lot of time reading the flavor text to figure out what the items do. So that's different. The roles are a lot clearer, and the meta is a lot more flexible. Like, it's not like this character has to be played in this position in this role. You could do a lot more with each shaper, as they call them. So that's a big difference. The vision war is that's a very different thing because you can't buy wards. Everybody gets a ward that's on cooldown, so you have to place it very carefully. But there's people that still don't place their ward at all. So that's an issue. But on the flip side, you don't have people that can buy a lot of wards and ward the crap out of everything, and really tip the scales. Because if you have like one team that's warding really heavily and the other team is not warding at all, that makes the gap in skill very significant, right? So you don't have that issue.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, so you don't have that issue in Dawn Gate. Jungling is a lot easier too, I think. Now that Obi and I have both done it.
Too.
Yeah, I think it's a lot easier. Because the map's a lot more symmetrical. So
There's so many ways in and out. If you guys think about League of Legends or Dota, like it's a lot. The map is a lot more like Dota 2 or Dota, because there's little alleyways and there's little places where you can just get around the corner and attack somebody. With like League of Legends, it's all it's like it's more closed off. You know that this is the lane to get from here to here. You know you're gonna have to walk through right here. To get from here to here in Dawn Gate, you don't have to walk through that bush. You can go, a few steps out of your way and actually, catch somebody off guard or just do whatever.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Like it's so similar to League of Legends, but it just feels like they took a lot of the things out that make League of Legends so toxic. Another good example is that there is no ranked play. The normal queue is ranked, because if you go to DonScout, it's .com, you can see your ranking on there. So it changes the dynamic a little bit, because it's not the elitism of I'm a bronze or I'm a diamond and I'm a challenger, blah, blah, blah. None of that. So it's kind of neat that they have that kind of behind the scenes. That might change, but another thing that's kind of neat too. There's a big one that really changed things like significantly. Darn it, what was it? I just had it on the tip of my tongue. It's very different from League of Legends. Damn it. But the roles is a big thing. The 4 roles you could choose. But there's another thing that was big. We were talking about it before, Obi. There's like a big difference. Oh, there goes blue. No, you can't have that.
Well, I mean, for like between the difference between Dawn Gate and what are we talking about? League of Legends or Dota?
League of Legends.
Or League. Well, the difference is for me, in Dawn Gate, you don't have to have an 80 carry to win. You can have, like, my favorite champion or my favorite shaper right now is Amarith. Well, she's a burst mage, and if I go into the lane as a guardian, which is the shaper that gets its power from the lane minions, I'm a mage. I'm just like an ADC, but I'm an APC, so you don't have to have that. The map is easier to get around in.
Yeah.
There's one giant buff. Like would be Baron Nashor and Dragon. There's not like a dragon in Dawn Gate. There's just a Baron Nashor. And then you have actually, instead of 2 buffs in League of Legends, you have 3 in Dota. You have a red, you have a blue, and you have a green.
Yeah.
So it's to the point where, and then instead of just like if you guys know like 3v3 League of Legends, there's the 2 wells in the middle.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like that in Dawn Gate too. There's wells on each corner, so each team has 2. A jungler can path over and actually take one if he's lucky enough, but it's. I would just suggest just try it. I mean, you're more than welcome to try it and come into games with myself and Yogi. We'll do enough to where we can carry. 3 of us can carry a game now with 2 people that don't really know how to play. So it's really fun. You should really try it. Everybody should.
They are adding a ranked eventually.
From how it's looking, with how League of Legends is set up and how everything with Dota is set up, and they have the rank queue and the solo, the normal queue. The only thing that's going to be different with Dawn Gate and League of Legends, as Yogi said already, is each queue time you queue up in solo queue, or with a bunch of people, it's ranked already. There is no normal queue. It's all ranked. Now, as of right now, they're not set up for team play, but how the server is, how the game is set up, how everything that's set up. I mean, if you guys go look on it's mobachampions.com, and you guys can go look at all the shapers there. Different things that they're setting up for is basically leading us to think, or leading a lot of people to think, that they're going to have that team play, that 5v5 ranked play, or that 5v5 team play, to where everybody has to be on the same team to actually play, and it's going to be, but that's just going to be with more people getting on the game, and
yeah.
whole bunch of different stuff that I just can't wait for. Because I mean, I love League, but I just don't want to play League because I don't want to deal with 35 minutes or 40 minutes of just somebody saying, you suck, you suck, you suck, you suck. Oh, I didn't get what I wanted. I'm feeding.
That's
Yeah.
the thing. That's another big difference that Obi just brought up. So, like, to me, one of the biggest problems with League of Legends is people go into this downward spiral, right? Especially if you really play ranked, Elo hell, right? There's people that swear that doesn't exist. Elo hell is real because this is what happens. Yeah, it's real because you can't control other people that just give up, go AFK, start feeding on purpose, really throwing the game, right? You can't control that. So you could play as well as you want, be a real team player, get lots of assists, set up some plays, ward really well, communicate really well. But if the rest of your team doesn't follow your lead, you're not gonna win. There's nothing you can control. Now in Dawngate, there's a bigger incentive on teamwork because your performance gets rewarded. It helps your rewards post game. Plus, there's a reward for the duration of the game. So instead of having this flat reward system where you always get 100 to 200 IP per match, it's always it could be more or less each match depending on how you perform and different other things, other variables like how much karma you get, which is their version of honor. So there's so much more of an incentive on a good sportsmanship, teamwork, and being a playmaker and playing out the games fully. So the surrender is more like, all right, we have 2 people that disconnected or went AFK, or 2 people that are just feeding on purpose, whatever. There's no point in playing this because I'm not enjoying this. Rather than, when this game's not going the way I'd like, and I don't want to waste any more time because this looks like it's going to be a loss. So automatic surrender, which is poor form. Because so many games that people surrender could have been won if they had the right attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts?
Yeah, when I used to play League, I played before there was a ranked, when it was just the normal queue, and the community wasn't so bad back then. But once they introduced the ranked, everything kind of went to shit, and everyone treated normal games as just like, oh, this is practice, I don't give a shit. So there was a lot of leaving, and I played with 2 other buddies, and we would go hard, but there were times where we were matched with 2 retards, absolute retards, and we couldn't do anything. Got to a point where we couldn't carry that much, and it didn't matter if these people left, like they weren't affected at all. And I don't know, League community just got super shitty. So I mean, how's the community exactly for this game so far?
Really, really good.
Yeah.
I mean, in any game, you're going to have the trolls.
Yeah.
For those that are not watching, the trolls. But you're always going to have them anywhere. No matter if you go to a FPS, no matter if you go to an MMO, an RPG, tabletop games, you're always going to have people that are going to not get their way and cry. So, I mean, for the most part, from what I've seen, I played about 10 games today, and, roundabout anyway. And really, there was quite a few people. There was a guy on my team that had like 560 wins. He was just as nice as the person that the past game that had 2 wins. I mean, they're down to earth. They're not there because it's a brand new game. Now you can expect, and this is with any game really, you can expect the community to get a little bit amped up, especially if they're going to go to rank systems and team systems and all that stuff like that. Of course, they're going to get ramped up a little bit. Of course, people are going to talk shit. That's just what people do. That's just what humans do generally. But for the most part, it's really there. I don't have any problems with. I don't even watch chat anyway. I mean, I turn mine off most of the time. Even with League, I turn my cross channel chat off.
See, I don't think the toxic attitude is just because of esports. I mean, obviously, there's people that have the dreams of being a pro player, and because of that, rather than looking at what they did wrong, they want to blame everyone else, and which is a poor form to take, because if you think everybody else is the problem, how are you going to ever improve your game? Because you're not looking within yourself and saying, I could work on my reaction time and map awareness, blah, 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 And people, they'll see that. They say, oh, we lost because our jungler sucked, or he didn't gank this lane enough, or blah, blah, So it's a poor form. And Doggate, what's cool about it is, like, it's finally getting more limelight. It's been around for close to a year in like a closed beta. Now it's opening up, and you're gonna see a lot more people coming in. They're actually advertising a lot more, and they revealed it in E3, so that's kind of a big deal. But it's still a very tightly knit community. I've run into a lot of the same people that aren't even on my friends list, and we recognize each other. And it's like, hey, you were the guy that played this character and did this, and it's like, yeah, what's going on? And it's pretty friendly. It's like going to your favorite bar, for those of you that are drinking age.
I do got it now where I've played with a couple people today, over and over and over again, and right in chat, as soon as I picked Amaranth, they're like, yes. I was like, what's that for? He goes, you were the one that beat our ass last game. We want you on our team.
Amaranth has that crazy burst. Yeah, she's nice.
I bursted down one combo at 3 items. I bursted down a Bosco to about 10% health.
Yeah.
These games suck. Please move on.
Wow.
What?
Have a good one, Lenny. Thanks for joining the call, man. Appreciate the call.
No. Let me fuck you.
It's not even a real accent, but whatever.
What the hell?
You
Hey,
knew it was
again,
it was coming.
Trolls are trolls, man. Welcome to the show.
And that's why we have an E for explicit, because we know people might say anything.
Hey,
Never do
whatever.
call-ins on a show that you want to keep family friendly, because you never know what someone's gonna say.
And and I'm just like, we're trying to be nice, Anyway, let's just keep going.
But yeah, Downgate I think is worth looking at. MOBAs are growing, and I know after a while people are like, they all look alike, but they all bring something different to the table. And Downgate, I think, is like the good game for League of Legends players to go to if they don't want that. They want something a little more casual, but it still has that competitive feel to it without the toxic elements. I think it's worth looking at. It's, like I said, they streamlined it a lot. We're really enjoying it. One thing that someone brought up, I think it was Eric, aka Dreadnought, he was saying that the Downgate, he feels that Downgate, before it can become a serious esports game, it has to have more balance, because there are some items in there that could be exploited and really break the game. I haven't encountered that, but I mean, if you look at Dota 2. Dota 2 is a huge esports game, right? And there's some item builds in there that you could do that are ridiculous, that are almost unfair, where you could almost perma-lock someone.
Should have banned the champion. Should have banned the shaper.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's always ways around it. You just don't get caught out.
Well, it's the same thing. Matthew, to answer your question more about the rank queue stuff. The reason we say that there's possibly going to be a rank queue or anything with that, with like a teams type game, is because in like a beta version of the game, Dreadnought was talking about, they actually have it to where they can actually ban picks and bans. So if they already have that implemented into the game, just not there, it's going to come eventually. If the game gets big enough, more than likely they're going to try to mainstream this on esports. Think about it. Why not?
Is this game still in beta?
It is a beta, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. do you have to use Origin to play this?
Yes,
That
Unfortunately,
it is an Origin game.
Well,
oh, it's
you
a real
don't
shame.
you don't have to use the Origin client.
Yeah, no, you sign in with your password from Origin.
Yeah.
Basically, your username and password.
Oh.
Your username and password for Dawngate is just your Origin username and password. So it's not, it's not like you have to use the client, because I don't play Battlefield 4 because of that anymore. Because I have to use the
Yeah.
client, and it really sucks.
Yeah, no one
Unless
wants
you
to
got a
install that
super
malware.
computer. Yeah, you know, right?
You know, EA is
No.
the devil. We feel the same way. But
Yeah.
it's such a good game. Like I love Battlefield, but I can't do Battlefield anymore because of the way EA's just totally taking the shit on all the Battlefield fans with everything they've done. I just can't do
Now-
Battlefield anymore.
Why do they have to have it
This-
so complex, though? Sorry, Matthew. Why?
That's
I mean,
fine.
why do they have to have it so complex? That's why people are hating it. When you think about getting into Battlefield 4, first you got to wait for a server, and then you gotta pray that it's not some private server that somebody's got a freaking power trip and they can just kick you off anytime they want when you kill. Then you got to do this if do they have a a ban system, or I mean, is somebody hacking? I mean, you got to think about all these things. There's no even point in playing it. And then on top of that, you have a computer that, yes, it ran fine for Battlefield 1, 2, and 3, but Battlefield 4 takes more processing space. So now the computer that you had that ran everything else, it won't run it at all. Or it's so bad that you get shot in the face by 30 people and you didn't even see them coming.
Yeah, but the biggest issue with EA is how they've released a slew of games, and I know that they're the publisher and they don't always have control over the quality of the games, but they have final say on whether something's ready, for a lot of these things. But
Oh, definitely.
yeah. So and they released how many Battlefields that were unfinished, that were unstable in the beginning, and other games, full
Three-
price.
Oh, I think all of them.
And
All of them. I know for a fact 2, 3, and 4 were all unstable when they started it.
Yeah, 2 was
Matthew-
actually wasn't that bad.
Matt, what were you gonna say? Oh, when I cut you off. Sorry about that.
Does EA have anything to do with this game whatsoever?
Not yet.
It doesn't seem like they want it as part of like their ecosystem. Like they have their name on it, but that's it. Like it seems like Waypoint is pretty much running the show, which is cool. So
Yeah, that's the only thing I really see is if EA is behind it, that's kind of nasty.
yeah. So I don't know. I say try it out. It's worth looking at. I don't know. It's good. It's so good that it's sad that it's on EA.
It's
But
so
it-
good.
but it-
It's bad.
It's so good. Well, someone had a question for Matt. I think Cupcake asked if you have a girlfriend.
Yeah, Swifty is my girlfriend.
I knew it.
Maybe Cheetahs.
You don't like Hotted?
No.
Hotted's cool, man. That's mean. I kind of did throw you under the bus, though.
John Way's in the chat. We're not doing any more call-ins tonight. We'll try to start them a little earlier next time. Maybe leave the topics a little more open. But leave us a voicemail, 206-415-4987. And then we'll discuss what you have to share. But I agree, Theater Jeff. I think with Battlefield Bad Company 2, they got it perfect. It was tactical, but then it had the action and the silliness and the destruction. Like, it was a really good balance. Destroying entire buildings may have been a little over the top, but it was still a tactical shooter where you had to really work as a team and take objectives and do cool stuff. That was fun. Unfortunately, going back to that game now, there's a lot of people modding and doing silly things on there.
Yeah, like shooting from one end of the map to the other end of the map, shooting through every building and hits you right square in the forehead.
Oh yeah, good times. Good times.
No, bad times.
Yeah,
Why would that even? That's not even good.
I'm being facetious, obviously.
I hope so.
Matt, what did you think? What do you think? Did you like Battlefield Bad Company, the series?
I mean, it was okay. I don't have too much to say on it.
You know, like the Gold Rush mode.
It's
That's
just
pretty
okay.
neat.
Just okay.
Just okay.
That's it. That's all we get. That's it. Just okay. Move next topic, boys.
Well, I will say that to cap off that particular tangent, Peter Jeff says Battlefield Bad Company 3 for 2016. Hashtag fuck Hardline. Hardline feels like something they just shoehorned in, and from what I heard from the developers, Hardline was supposed to be a different franchise altogether. It was supposed to be Battlefield, but EA was like, oh, well, you know what? We want another Battlefield game. That could be it. That could be it right there. Until we get the next game out. So, yeah. Hardline's cool, but it's like, hi, this is Payday 2 with the Battlefield name on it.
Yeah, pretty much. It
But,
straight up looks like
yeah.
Payday.
It looks like Payday, but like a wider scale. Is that fair assessment, you think?
Yeah. I feel like they're really trying to get the Call of Duty audience now, and now I can't tell the difference between the games.
Yeah, that breaks my heart, because we've gone off on a tangent. Let me not go back there again. I want to go off on a rant. But they also kind of took a little bit of, in GTA 4, remember the Cops and Robber mode, which I actually thought was really cool. They kind of put a little bit of that in there. That was one of the best part of GTA 4, that Cops and Robbers mode. No, it's Peter Jeff says, no, it's high. This is GTA in first person. Yeah. That's fair. That's a fair assessment. But yeah, we're getting to that time where we got to start wrapping things up. We're not going to do a dust off this time because we've played so much Dawn Gate. I don't think we've played anything else. I mean, Obi, has there been anything you've been playing that you want to mention real quick?
Dawn Gate, been playing a bunch of Diablo 3, a bunch of Hearthstone lately, last couple days. Warframe like crazy.
I stopped playing that, and you start playing it.
I know,
Is
right?
Warframe pretty good?
I like it. And we're doing some myself and Dreadnought. We're gonna be doing some collaboration videos. So we're like gonna be playing, like a bunch of Steam games together and recording them. He's gonna record them on his end. I'm gonna record them on my end, and we're gonna kind of mesh the videos together. So hopefully it works out a little bit. We got one of the not meshed videos, but I got one ready for to put it up on in YouTube. So. Not really much. Been playing crap ton of Dawn Gate, like you said.
Yeah, I been playing a lot of Dawn Gate, some other things here and there, but I'm looking to do a lot of stuff for Retro Friday and a dust off soon. So stay tuned for that. I'm probably gonna be doing a little build up hype / fundraising stream, a little marathon. So I might do some Goat Simulator. That's on the playlist for the dust off. Yeah, I got it too. Banner Saga. I might do some Binary Domain. That game's kind of like Sega's version of Mass Effect. That game was like a little bit of a sleeper. So we'll see. And Shovel Knight for that Retro Friday style stuff. But we do have giveaways for the community events. So make sure you check out the website, geekyantics.net. And we're giving away Magic 2014 and Gun Monkeys for Steam. So,
how do you change your buttons?
Your buttons? Oh, for Gun Monkeys?
Like set up. Yeah,
I haven't played it enough.
I can't play Gun Monkeys because I can't change the buttons back to shoot my gun and my rocket.
Maybe we'll play it this weekend and stream that. Switch things up a little bit. Cause I thought we played it for the free weekend. Remember they had a free Steam weekend?
I didn't play it with you. You told me about it afterwards. I got it for free, but you told me about it the day after you guys played. So it's all good though. But we'll definitely play that.
Did you play the showdown? The what was that thing called? The final showdown or something?
No.
Damn, you missed all the game nights. Where were you at? Oh, I know what you were doing. Bowling.
I was sick for what?
Bowling.
Bowling win.
Dude, for a little while. You were like on a bowling upset every night. Like, sorry guys, bowling, TTYL.
It's starting back up next week.
Oh, you bastard! I don't even want to talk to you right now. Go ahead.
I'm bowling left-handed now. instead of right-handed. So it's gonna be different.
Bowling, grown men playing with big balls.
That's what I do every day.
That's what I like.
You like big balls too? Mm.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Grandpa. I gotta know, what the hell did you say?
I don't even remember that. It is what it was.
I listened
That's
to
a
the
good
voice.
answer.
I
That's a
listened to the
good
voicemail
answer.
like 10 times this week, and I was like, every time I heard something different, it was great. And in the chat, they're like, "Who gives guns to monkeys?" Someone called PETA. While I added that last part.
Well, Matt, do you have any plugs that you'd like to throw out there for yourself?
No,
Do you have a YouTube
no,
channel, a Twitter, a YouTube, Twitch page, or anything like that?
no. I'm not really active in the social media or anything. I don't make any content, so
Okay. But this is the part where, of course, like Yogi just said, guys, that we're getting ready to wind down the show. I know I'm having fun, so yeah, it would be nice. But if you'd like to be a possible guest or have an opportunity to be a guest on the show, please give us you can either leave us a voicemail, 206-415-4987. Leave us an email. That number you can also fax if you're a fax kind of person, or you can leave us an email at mail@geekyantics.net. Please keep them short so we can play them live. You guys throw more voicemails. We'll have a 15-20 minute segment just for voicemails if we get enough. So that'd be nice. Horseplay replays are on allgames.com every Thursday night around 5 p.m. Eastern time. Listen live and help to support the show. And of course, just a wonderful network. Where was I at? And of course, Horseplay Live is everywhere and anywhere a podcast can be downloaded. Please, when you guys do go check those out, whether it be on Stitchers, iTunes, TuneIn Radio, TalkShoe, whatever you want to say, leave us a thumbs up. It really helps. Give us a like. Give us a quick comment. It's really quick and easy, and it really helps us out. You guys don't think one thumbs up helps us out. It does. That's part of what got us to top 15 on allgames.com last week. So we want to get to 10. So help us out. Thanks everyone for promoting your, wow, did I read that right? Yeah. Thanks to everyone who has been promoting our content. We love you very much. We do video. What?
We do video too.
Yeah.
We do video too, so make sure you check us out on YouTube and Twitch. Geeky Antics on both.
Yes.
So you guys have options.
If we do use music, music is royalty free from technoaxe.com on YouTube. That's techno with a K, AXE. Big shout outs to our other Thursday night flagship show over at geekyantics.net. Now, of course, same as .com. I'm not saying that anymore. It's just .com.net. Anyway, the Gaming Death podcast will be on Twitch over at twitch.tv/Gaming Death every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern time, and hopefully they can get simulcasting on Geeky Antics channel as well. But it's right before our live show, so it starts at 9 to 11, or it's about 9 to, I want to say about 10:30, 10:45. Sometimes it goes all the way, but about that time. EU gamers, you guys are invited to join me on Sunday with Doc Row, 9 a.m. Eastern time, and that will be, I don't know the GMT time. I'm stupid. It's like 3 o'clock in Amsterdam, 2 o'clock in United Kingdom. We discuss League of Legends, Diablo 3. We're not doing WildStar anymore, but the competitive gaming scene in EU and just the pointless random crap me and Doc talk about every Sunday. That's what we do. So you guys can check that out. And for everything else, of course, it's just a good reason for NA just to get up in the morning, or EU not to take a nap. That's the only way I can think of it, because it's like early morning here. It's almost nighttime over there. So you guys can check out our friends at Worthy Opponent, 42 Level 1 and Gaming History 101, the B Team Podcast, R9 Cast, Knuckleballer Radio, Pixelated Pint, Zombie Cast, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Cast, Fantastic Forums, Sega Nerds, and the Costuberous Doctor Who Podcast on All Games. network, gang, and other places where geeky goodness can be found. Let them know Yogi and Obi sent you, and they'll say hi. What up? And they'll invite you right into the All Games family, just like they invited us. Awesome. Reward. Huh? I can't hear you.
Word.
Guys, of course. That was long. Yeah, I know that's what she said. Anyway, Matt, do you have anything to say before you'd like to go, sir?
Yeah, I gotta say, horseplay pride worldwide.
Horseplay Pride worldwide. I like that, man. Thanks
could
for
be a-
Colors.
thanks for showing up, man. Thanks for chatting with us a little bit.
Yeah, no problem.
Yogi, one last thing from you, sir.
That could be a good T-shirt right there. A little tagline: Horseplay Pride worldwide.
Yeah, why doesn't this exist?
Dude. I'll see how many letters it is.
And a little disclaimer: we are not a bestiality show. Just if you're into that, that's cool.
Horseplay Pride. I'm writing it down, man.
He's writing it down. Don't forget, guys.
yeah.
Reward unlocked. We got Magic 2014 and Gun Monkeys for Steam. They're both up for grabs on our latest giveaway. And for all our giveaways, you go to geekyantics.net. For such giveaways, you can check out the current giveaways, past giveaways, current, and previous winners. So yeah, check back often because sometimes we might add more prizes and entry methods to the giveaways too. And some of them usually they have daily entries as well.
Amen, brother. Are you ready? Guys, this is Obi-Wan X2, my cohort partner in crime, the Zilla Master. This is Horseplay. We'll see you guys next week. Peace!
Dance party time.
Dance party.
Yeah, dude, we dance. Here we go. Ready?
Oh, this is some hardcore stuff.
Gone.
Yeah. Did you go offline?
I did.
Damn. Brother, don't play. Dude, you're frozen on one screen. You're like smiling. You're smiling all cheesy. I thought you like faked that you froze. I'm like, how's he staying still like that without blinking? It's creepy.
I cannot blink for a couple minutes at least.
You're like this.
Yes, Matthew, they want the D.
What?
I told Matthew. I said, "Did you see chat?" He goes, "Yeah, I seen chat." I said, "Cupcake wants it." He goes, "Yeah, the D."
You see, yeah, he seems pretty cool.
Yeah, he was. He was really cool. I thought he was somebody else though when he first joined.
Yeah, as part of the, you spin the wheel, you never know what you're gonna get. But some people seem really cool and are waiting for that perfect moment to be like, "Oh, suck it!" Like that's really gonna ruin the show.
It's just gonna make people laugh, I think. But you know, whatever.
Yeah, I think for the future what we'll do though is like have shorter call-ins, try to do more of them. Well, in the show when we don't have that many discussion topics, you know, and then nicely get them off before we end the show, so that the derailing at the end, that's the worst.
Right.
We
Well,
got-
I was for sure when that Lenny dude said something. And he was like, "Hello." I was like, "Okay, fake voice. What up?"
Yeah, we knew he was gonna get us. I was waiting for it. Like, what's he gonna say? Like, no, I want to fuck you. I was like, I knew it. That's why we have the E for explicit, because you never know. You can't do live call-ins. No. Let me stop the uncut here.